Turns out I was speaking and the microphone was disabled. Good thing I noticed before I actually did anything. Hello everyone, hope all of you are having a good Sunday. Enjoying your weekend. We meet again to continue this single car playthrough of Gran Turismo 2 with the Mazda RX-7. And for today the plan is relatively simple, at least in paper. We're going to tackle some endurance races with this thing. And the idea is that I don't have to just add power to it because it should be fine, but you never know. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hello Country Paul, hello Ardita, hello Avix, hello Senko, hello Kono, hello Ludicrous Full, hello Randoman, hello Real Fan. Hope all of you are doing well. Had to refresh the page, I was stuck on waiting for yellow. Yeah, sometimes at the start of the stream there is a hint of lag, really. Sometimes that happens. I'm not sure if you all hear me properly because there's a random warning on YouTube saying that just lower bitrate on my audio, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I just switched the setting into OBS so my microphone is registered. It was disconnected according to it, so here we are. If this was 1999 2000, will you try this game in? No. What could I trade this game in for? Also, welcome to Kanji. Hope you're doing well. What could I trade this for in '99 for the PS1, which is another racing game of this size and quality? Everything is older, so everything which I could assume could be an acceptable comparison to GT2 will be older, but then again, it's not GT2. Oh, it's fine. Ah, okay. Sometimes, I don't know, I never seen that warning, so it just kind of scared me. Let's hope this is the grid I'm looking for. Porsche Challenge. I mean, I never played Porsche Challenge, but I played Need for Speed 5 on the PlayStation 1 a lot, and to be honest, it's not a bad game, but it's really bad when you compare it to previous Need for Speed entries, especially in the physics department. Compared to Need for Speed 4, it's atrocious, really, in the physics department. Which is a shame, because Need for Speed 4 on PlayStation 1 was really good, and this one isn't. And then you had the PC version, with the PC version it's just god tier, but we cannot compare that to PlayStation 1. I always find Porsche Challenge kind of funny because I think you're restricted to Boxster only. It just always look kind of weird. Venturi's here. Wait! There's not only one Venturi, there's two, and they're the same color. Oh my god, the first three cars are yellow. Wow. Okay. Okay, fine. Look at them go. First three cars are the same color as... I should be driving the yellow car, but no, I'm driving this red thing. Boxers with different stats based on color. I actually didn't remember that part because I only watched it through YouTube videos. I thought it was like, you had Need for Speed 5, which has almost every Porsche made up to date, and the other one only has Boxsters. No, never. Not playing that. I almost had that 400, damn it. That's not fun. Hey Kiryu, welcome to the stream. Oh, one's going wide. One going wide there. And I like to believe I'm faster through this section than the AI. The AI is always kind of slow through here. Has anyone been watching the Olympics? Nah. All I know about the Olympics is all the controversies that are happening, but outside that, I'm not the person who really follows that. What makes you think I actually like sports? If it doesn't have wheels, I'm not interested on it. I think the car behind is the the Shelby 500. We didn't see any Jaguars here, so it's probably that. The situation tends to be really frustrating when you know you can overtake those cars, but you're just a bit too slow through the track to actually get past them. At least I'm closer this time. So you're interested in a shopping cart. I mean, you can do pretty fun things with a shopping cart. For one, you could actually buy groceries. Buying groceries is really fun. I don't care what anyone says. I enjoy that. It's funny. So you could have fun with a shopping cart. It's funny, like this thing. I cannot believe that out of all the cars I could have gotten, I get the 400 GT, which is the fastest opponent in this race. But not just that, I get two, and they are both the same color. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh no, I need to lift off. Damn it. I need to lift off. That wasn't good. I was going to go wide if I didn't. Probably getting a bit too desperate to catch up to these guys. When in reality I'm catching up to them, at least visually, or so it feels. I haven't been following the timers. But I already did a 158, that's a quick lap for this thing. So yeah, I'm getting closer to them. I just cannot touch them, because if I touch them I'll lose my momentum. And they have twice the power than I do. Something I find fun is the fact that the 400 GT has the stock aspirated engine sound in GT2, but it's a turbocharged car. It is a turbocharged car, it's a twin turbo V6. So, yeah, why? That's one of them done. Yeah, he touched the grass. Man, I'm gonna miss these things when I don't have Livestream, let me tell you. You surely go to a lot of cars events. Ludicrous fool, I'm borderline jealous of you. I'm waiting pictures on the Discord server if you haven't sent them. Any highlights of those Italian cars? Maybe downshifting to first wasn't necessary there, but oh well. Something that I would like to know is knowing when this guys stop. Because I don't know when I'll have to stop either, so this is gonna come down to pit strategy, I guess. I always get the buttons mixed. GT2, I know my GT2 setup has the mix, it's not the same as my GT4 setup. Why? I don't know. It just stuck with me, and I never bothered to change it. I can take those corners on first, actually. There's no worry, nothing to worry about. There's no wheel spin that will ruin my race or something. Oh, they really go wide on that turn. I thought it was a one-off incident, but no, they're doing that all the time. 2009 Spider. Ah, yeah, the one with the 159 front. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah, diesels were the most popular option actually, because tax cuts and things in Europe at the time. So actually the harder engine to find turns out to be the V6 in the later cars. Even if I had to get one of those Alpha of the time, I will totally get the GT. The GT is a pretty cool coupe design. I like it. And well, if you could get your hands on a Brera, that would be even better, but there's not that many Breras, I think. I'm not sure how's the proportion between Brera, Spider and GTs. But it just looks much better than anything else for it. I think the Milano is sold in America, yeah. Alpha didn't quite pull out from there. Maybe there were early cars, they just brought them in for showcase or something like that, you know. That can actually happen as well. Yeah, the lack of the slipstream is showing. That lap was much slower than my previous laps. Oh, it's fine. But yeah, it's obviously I don't match them on outright speed, and that thing is pretty close to me. You know what? I'm actually trying to remember which Alpha is the Milano. I have a complete soup in my brain trying to figure it out. For a second, I thought it was an SUV, but then it was like, no, that's not the new SUV they released. What's your pit strategy? Bold of you to assume I got one. I just remember that I had to do this, and I was like, yeah, sure, it could be interesting to see if I could beat the 400. That's all I remembered. I didn't practice this. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. As soon as the tires give up on me, that's when I'm gonna stop. All I need to know is when those 400s stop approximately, so I can start playing with my brain and see what I can do. Because I don't really want to be in a situation where they beat me on pit strategy. It will be tragic. But I'm confident they'll do at least one stop less than I have to. Hello T20, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Hey, by the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, it's really important that you do. So YouTube keeps recommending my channel, my streams and well everything I do, and it doesn't do its funny things where it doesn't recommend anything I do. Milano was a sedan. Yeah, something. I remember something, but it's going over my head right now. I'll actually look it up in a second because I think I know what it is, but I'm also suspicious that the Milano is a US model name, and I know them by a different name. This is around 100 kilograms heavier than the MRS. But yeah, 12 will work out. It will be 3 stops. 12, 20, no, 4. 12, 24, 48, and then at the end of 60. But no, I don't have to stop at the end of lap 60. Yep, that's the Shelby, alright. That's a shame, I really like that thing, but it's not really good. At least the AI doesn't really know what to do. Okay, what the hell is the Milano? Let me look this up. Meanwhile, you can leave a like on the stream. Come on, we only have 8 likes and there's 25 of us. What's this? Milano. Milano. Yeah, Alfa Romeo Milano is an Alfa Romeo 75. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, thank you for asking me. Trying to finish a video script that I'm working on. Trying to have it challenging as usual, but I have most of the blocks of it done, I guess. Have to go back into it when the stream is done. See if I can finish it before next week. Let me tell you, we're gonna have a couple of busy weeks in the channel, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let me put it this way, something that I've been working towards for a couple of months has finally... Seems like it's coming to terms, so... Yeah, I think you all I think you all are gonna like what it means for the channel. I mean, I'll be able to play more games, which is always good. Yeah, I was hoping that Venturi will get stuck with the Shelby, guess not. Oh, that's not good. It'll be good if I stop drifting, but that's kind of how I drive this thing. Because the rear tires are starting to suffer. And I don't think they can last 4 laps more if I keep driving like this. I find it funny how big the signs are. At least you won't miss those. There's no excuse for missing those. I admit I've been completely disconnected from car news and whatever has happened this week because I've been absorbed by 1, writing my scripts. My script, not scripts, damn it. And 2, what's happening on, well, a bit up north of the Latin American continent with all the Venezuela elections and stuff. So I've been following news a lot this week. Time to go crazy listening to interrupted hours of old GT tire screeching sounds. Good old GT2 screeching sounds. It's literally screeching tire MP3. The Tommaso Pantera. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's funny because most of the Panteras are in the US, 1, and 2, most of them were the early year cars. Like, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1 the earliest of them all. I don't really know how to describe them, but the later cars were mostly in Europe, and there's very few of them. Things like, I don't know, the Pantera GTS with the wider body kit and the like, which looks sick, but yeah, most of them are the early cars, which are in the US. Don't know how much they want for them, but it's a pretty nice car. I actually did the 50 laps of Apricot Hill ages ago with a Mazda AC1. I think it was the second stream ever of this channel, actually. Oh yeah, Mangusta. Yeah, that thing exists. Been a while since I heard that name. You know, if something like that was released today, car enthusiast and the average car price will complain about the dashboard being the same as a Mustang. Instead of appreciating that we got a car with different looks and somebody's trying to do something. No, let's just nitpick and then complain that, oh no, everyone wants old cars, they are too expensive. Let me tell you, I really have to start making videos on what I think about how the way cars are being, you know, represented by their press and everything, and everyone who just has a saying in this community. Because the more I think about it, the more I see the problem is there. Really. But what do I know? I'm just a tiny YouTube channel. Don't really have a saying or influence yet. Keyword yet. You all are gonna help me change that. Seems like I can do 12 laps with this thing. I hope that I can do 12 laps with this thing. Yeah, I have two other cars which are competing against me. The Venturi Atlantic 400 GT, there's a couple of them. They're both yellow and they're right behind me. If I stop now, I'll be on third place. So yeah, I'm competing with two cars as we speak. Pictures and I'll look them up later, I promise. Even the steering wheel is from an SN95. Hey, you know, if they're giving you cheap parts, you might as well take them. Hey, oh no, the Venturis stopped. Huh. That's early. That is early. Hey Jordan, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I wasn't expecting them to stop now. Yeah, I think I can do 12 laps with this thing. That will be a 3-stop race. First 12, then 24, then 48. No, then 36. It's a 4-stop. I missed 36. Well, that's the second time I make this mistake. What's wrong with me? Then again, I never said I was good at math. If I was good at math, I will be doing something useful to the world, like programming. I wouldn't be here. Playing a 30-something-year-old game. Or maybe I will, but it wouldn't be how I make my living. Yeah, this is the FB RX7. The AI isn't rubber banding. Let me enjoy my victory for a couple of minutes. Let me enjoy the fact that I'm first and outmatching the AI with a car which is atrociously underpowered compared to theirs. Then they can rubber band all they like. Yeah, those tires are starting to cost me time, actually. My lap times are getting slightly slower. Oh god, no, not again. If you all hear weird music, it's my neighbor once again. I don't know what has come into him. Now he's playing that stereo all day. Absolutely cranked. For short periods of time at random. So yeah, if you hear something, you know what it is. Last time you didn't hear it, but I surely heard it. Easy programming, but yesterday it took me 50 tries to calculate all the tracks in 1,000 miles. Oof. That was a pretty good drift, but it's not good for my times. Nah, I never been good with numbers, really. I never been good with numbers. My skill with numbers, in big quotation marks, I have gotten through doing the same operations time and time again and just being able to round them up in a ballpark without no specifics, really. And I suppose just trying to do quick math to just round up whenever you're buying groceries. So, but that's something else I learned. Yeah, sure. Now it's my time to enter the pit lane. Ooh, easy. Limited speed. 1 second gear. Interesting. I think they're gonna overtake me though. Pit lane is just too long. Pit work in progress. I'm just gonna save just in case. We know that they can compete with this grid, so yeah, sure. Hey Jesus, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that was okay. That could have been a disaster. Is it my fault on safe track re-entry, or he's insane? It cannot be both. It has to be one or the other. There's no place for third positions in this server, in this live stream. It would have been more scary if he actually crashed into me. My strength is hard, not math. Yeah, I wouldn't say mine is hard. But yeah, I never go along with numbers, really. Which is a shame, because I always wanted to get into things like, I don't know, engineering for cars and stuff like that. Just, yeah, no, I just can't. I don't have it in me. Hey Chaser, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. You have a favorite car in Gran Turismo? When people ask me that question, my mind is just... I don't know. I always say, well, Yellowbird will be the default answer. I just really like that thing. Depends on the GT game. I mean, for GT2, probably my favorite will be... There's too many cars to pick. GT3 will probably be... See, that's the thing. I just cannot pick one favorite car for a specific game. I always have that problem. I'm just not someone who's good at picking favorites. And I know that seems like a way of just evading the question, but I'm just really bad at picking favorites, because to me, right in my brain, everything serves a different purpose. It's like when people ask, oh wait, well, what's your favorite album? They're all different. I cannot just group them one above the other, that they're all in the same line. If we're talking about my favorite albums of all time, I cannot just put one above the other. They all serve the different purposes. What music do you listen to, Moment? Lately, actually yesterday, I've been listening to a lot of Danny Gatton's work. I just been into that, I guess we could say. I actually posted Live's performance of him on Discord, which I found really impressive. He crashes, I cannot avoid him, and I lose my chance to actually put my car right against him. And you're lapped! Get out of here, you're lapped! You're not even fighting for a position here! And you just have the audacity to put that tugboat in between us! Get out of here! God! What a way to actually ruin my race if... Oh, he just went straight. I'm not sure if you all saw it, but the Shelby went straight at the end of that corner. And he's understeering. Oh, man. Good old GT2 AI. Thank you for crashing into me. Get out of it, you'll just go. American car moment. There are so many American cars which will like to have a word with your assumptions. Hey Drylux, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Ah, now the other one's here. Guess they always come in pairs. Ah, no. That's not good. It's not good. Damn it. I went too hard on the steering there, just too far into the grass, and yeah, got caught in something and the suspension didn't like that. Ah. Guess my first stint was too easy. It's fine, I can recover from this. The only thing that I'm not too happy about is what that lap has done to my tires, really. I don't know. I'm scared about that. The rest, I don't care. The rest is fine. Holy, he went really wide there, but that's good for me, because I get Livestream. So I like to believe. I don't think I'm getting the Livestream, though. It's like one is... It's really an F1 team where one driver is slightly worse than the other. The car which is on first is probably a better driver, while the car which is on second right now is the okay driver. I mean, he's fine, but he's learning the ropes of the business, we could say. Then again, both understeer out of that corner, so my joke doesn't really work. One down. I was like 5 seconds away last lap. And now I'm fighting for first place again. The only disappointing thing is the fact that this little incident will probably mean that I leave the pits behind for the following stint. Unless I'm able to clock supersonic laps out of nowhere. Please accelerate so I can actually take advantage. Yes. Yes. I'm not used to entering this corner so fast, damn. Not with this thing. Truth be told, Adventure is the furthest thing from a boat. It's actually closer to an F40 than it is to a boat. It's just the AI having a moment. Can we do a sub 158? If I have Slipstream, we could try, but without Slipstream, it's impossible. And I need to start getting past this thing, so I cannot play with it any longer. But my god, that's a pretty quick lap. I didn't notice. I didn't notice I was so close to the 157s. Well, a couple of kilometers extra too, when there's such a long straightaway in the circuit. Never underestimate the power of a couple of extra notches of top speed, I guess. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, because I'm fighting a small war against YouTube now, who decided that my content doesn't deserve to be recommended. So go on, teach it a lesson by clicking the like button. Ah, I missed the shift. That reminds me I should eat more fruit, but it's winter. I know, I have to work on my habits. Then again, it's not like I'm gaining weight. Last week I actually measured my weight. I'm weighing 72 kilograms, which is around there for my height. Reality should be closer to 70, but we're on the ballpark, I could say. It's not like I'm gaining weight. Just me being unhappy with the way I look. I just want to look a bit better. Until I don't look a bit better, you'll won't see how I look, so... It's a good way to keep stalling this, you know? I swear I was going to get caught in that wall, thank god I didn't. I weighed myself in more than a year, my scale broke. I had one, but it belonged to my sister and then she took it for her, and I never bought one again, so I either weigh myself when I go to her home, which is kind of bad because you should weigh yourself after you wake up and use the bathroom, really. Or whenever I go to buy medicines, and usually there's a scale in this pharmacy shops, and most of the times it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. And last week I had to buy something, and I went there. Also, it could be that if it's a digital scale, it could be that they run out of battery. Because if it's a digital scale, like those things have a battery and you have to change it. It's like a normal battery, it shouldn't be hard to find. If it's not one of those round ones, which you use on watches, it's probably triple, double A pair, or triple A pair. That's drifting. Okay. Year 2025. Those are the round ones, right? 9-bolt round ones. Don't ask me how I remember that. But I know those are like little dish ones, the silver ones. Step on it and it says error. Oof. Ouch. Humiliated by scale. That's a tough one to swallow. Don't know how many times I lapped that Shelby right now. Yeah, the big flat ones. Yeah, those ones. 3 bolts, not 9. Yeah, no, the 9 bolts are the chunky ones. Yeah, I got them mixed. I think I remember that because that's usually the same ones guitar tuners use. Another thing I could say that I pretend I do, I never actually done in a couple of months. Excellent. I think that's good for the tires. Actually, I need to stop doing that. Now that I have done it, it's fun and I cannot stop doing it. Just sliding my way through that corner. Not only slower, I'm just destroying the rear tires. Which I don't need because I'm 4 laps away from my stop, right? And I think that little excursion to the grassy lands of Green Valley has actually, Grand Valley has actually damaged them more than the previous stint. So that's not clever. Kind of stalls on the straightaway, sadly. Oh yeah, by the way, on Friday our temperature was closer to 30 degrees Celsius in the middle of winter. Now it's back to 10, 12, thereabouts, you know, normal winter stuff. There's something funny which happened. I actually want to drink something, 1 second. So lunches for the first time in my life today. 1976 Scorpion and a 94 Delta Integral Eva 2. Hey, that's pretty cool. I know the Scorpion... there's a whole there's a whole set of Lancias which were made in the late 70s, early 80s, which were two-seater convertibles. I'm not sure. One was named Monte Carlo, I think, the Beta Monte Carlo. And then you had the Scorpion, but I think the Scorpion was a name for a different market. And I always get them really mixed. The thing that I remember is that it had a supercharged engine for some reason. And some other Lancia models had the same engine. I'm not sure if it's a global warming thing here. Actually, what happens here a lot of the time is that Argentina has a lot of weather. It's a really diverse country when it comes to weathers. The north of the country is desert-like. The south of the country is winter, a cold mountain range. So sometimes me, who lives in the middle of the country, we can be exposed to, say, dry, hot weather from the north, which forces our temperatures to rise, or cold wind from the south, which lowers our temperatures. And when those two clash, we have storms, which happens. In fact, it was raining the entire morning yesterday, and suddenly it was clear. That's why, because the two types of weather kind of clash, and they create storms. That's the best way that my less than clever brain can explain this. I'm not sure it's just so much of with weather shifting is something which happens because of the area that I'm in. And you're exposed to all sorts of weathers from all the corners of the country. Lancias are relatively rare in here, but they exist. I know there's a couple, but they are pretty rare here. Yeah, usually if you find one, it will be in pretty rough shape. I think it was a few months ago or last year there was a Beta Coupe for sale, and it was completely gutted apart. They had a couple of parts to sell along, but the car was completely gutted. It would have been a cool project if I actually had the money. But I don't have the money. I can't even buy a functional car. What makes you think I can start a restoring endeavor from a car which was built in the 1970s by a company which doesn't make those parts anymore? Yeah, it was strong. It was pretty strong, Chaser. Nothing bad. I mean, it's rare that we have really bad storms in here. We had them on the first couple of months of this year, I think, where we had flooding in some areas, but no, they weren't so bad here. This time, at least, it was rain to the point where we couldn't go out, but not enough to actually represent a threat. My city doesn't snow. We don't get snow here. We only get excruciatingly hot summer days as our only weather standouts. Nice. Beautiful. Drifting again. Oh yeah, something funny happened a couple of days ago. So I came across a YouTube video of someone, I don't remember the name of the channel, damn it, that's really bad. Let me look it up 1 second because I really want to make sure I get the name right. Oh yeah, I came across a video by the Gaming Definition, a Gran Turismo 4 run of him trying to beat the Formula GT championship with an LMP car with GT1 he picked, Toyota GT1. And somebody in the comments said that mentioned the fact that I couldn't do it when I tried to do it on the GT4 randomizer last year. And that actually came in handy because I actually tested it on Vanilla GT4 at the time, and I noticed that it was possible. I just never got around doing it. I never really thought it was going to be entertaining. But then I had to dig up through my old screenshots and things of testing and to find the times, because he asked me how far ahead you were of the Formula 1 cars in your testing. I was like, yeah, this is how I did it in Vanilla GT4, but I couldn't replicate this on the randomizer for some reason. So yeah, that happened. A little public exchange of information. Guess my testing wasn't in vain after all. Interesting that northern Argentina is desert-like. Don't you have guys Pantano marshes as well? Besides just Brazil and Paraguay, you can't recall it being that dry. Well, the side which borders with Bolivia, all the countries up north, Paraguay, and well, we don't really have a border up north with Chile, I think, but those areas are, yeah, really desert-like. However, our border with Brazil, which is on the other end of northern end of the country, like the borders with Bolivia and the lake are on the west, that's desert. The eastern side, which borders with Brazil, is more humid, jungle-like, because we have a waterfall and a waterfall range which divides our countries or something like that. I'm not an expert in geography, and that area is really humid. I guess that comes closer to your guesses, Chaser. Yeah, lost. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna keep losing my position, it seems. I'm really far from that guy, damn. Yeah, there it goes. That isn't good. That is not good. Those 6 seconds I lost are going to cost me, it seems. No, waterfall, they're called Cataratas del Iguazú, Iguazú waterfalls will be the translation. If you want to translate the proper name. No, the Rio de la Plata is a river, it's not, and it's in Buenos Aires. Our border with Brazil is much up north, with the province of Misiones. And we border with southern Brazil. How far away I am? Uh-oh, that's pretty far. Sounds about pinpointing geographically. And the geography isn't my strong suit, so I could be wrong. But yeah, that's... We only have borders like up north, really, so south of the country doesn't really have much borders because there's nothing, but there's islands and the and the Antarctica down south, but yeah, not much going on there. So all of our borders with other nations are up north. Ooh. Holy, I'm losing a lot of time to that guy. I don't really like this. The little mistake might actually prove to be a problem. That was a pretty clean overtake. You have to give me that at least. You have to give me that. Even if he just tries to push his way out, push me out. And it's gonna keep costing me time. Ferrari Puro Sangre. Yeah, they're coming out, aren't they? The early, probably the showcase testing cars, you know. They're starting to come out. Pre-production, we will call them, I guess. I don't know when they're going to start coming towards customers, though. Next year, probably. The whole FUV thing is so pathetic. Like, you just make an SUV because there's tons of money to be made. I don't care. Just make the SUV. Don't try to sell it as something else, like you're special. Porsche doesn't make a special deal about selling Cayennes, and they've been doing so for 20 years. That's why they're superior. Because they just say, hey, look, yeah, I'm gonna sell you an SUV. Case closed. They don't really have to go, no, but this is actually Ferrari sport utility vehicle. Like, shut up. Nobody cares. As if your customers actually use their cars with sporting intent. Hey Holly, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Don't you just love being pushed in the middle of a hairpin? You sure do. Pulling my memory base of my horticultural studies in natural education. It's been over 10 years since I touched it. Well, you surely remember more than my brain ever remembers. It's impressive. Then again, you said study, so you probably do something related with nature for a living. It's kind of how I work with cars. I probably don't remember much, but if you start asking me things about cars outside, I'll actually remember them. Ferrari utility vehicles. Shit, God. This is my problem with all this, you know, publicity department and the like. They just try to overcome. They make things which are simple ridiculously complex unnecessarily. That's a bit of a rough way to word what I mean, but I guess it comes across. If it's an SUV, it's an SUV. Who cares? Your customers don't care. And the only people who are going to bitch about it are those who can't afford it usually, so you don't really care about those anyway. All the people complaining on car sites, Discord, everything is like, this isn't a real Ferrari, they're not gonna buy one. They're just waiting to see which is they're just constantly refreshing car sites in the hopes of finding the cheapest way to Ferrari ownership articles or YouTube videos. So you don't care. And the people who want to buy, you know, the new Ferrari SUV, they're gonna be really, really eager no matter how you describe it. People say it's a dumpster on wheels, and they'll just buy it anyway. So why bother? Instead, you could invest that in just other things which are more useful. I don't know, just a thought. fact, I think it will be quite the Ferrari power move to just say, look, we don't need a publicity department because we're fucking Ferrari. I don't know, I don't think they need one. They're Ferrari. Hey, gaming definition, welcome. I was actually talking about you just recently. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Company. I mean, I don't think it's the whole Enzo personality thing. I just think it's more of a self-imposed image type of affair, where they are aware that SUVs have a really bad reputation amongst car enthusiasts, right? So, in order to avoid getting all the backlash of releasing a SUV, they just want to say, actually, it's a bit different. Look, if it has 4 legs, it barks, it's a dog. There's not much way around it. And that's fine. It's fine. At least be honest about it. I'm not going to complain, I know you all need the money. It's expensive to develop new cars, especially when they live in Europe. I mean, Ferrari is a European company. So they're gonna be feeling the pressure in the next couple of years to develop electric stuff. And that's not gonna come cheap. If that ever comes to fruition, you know, everything is just up in the air. I always say the same, I don't think it's gonna come to that. The risk is just too high. But they will make the threats, and they will try to just get more money out of these car companies. Because that's always how it is. It's always down to how much they can take away from you. No! No! Of course. Usually, I do that strategy of just using the AI as a contact point to make the car grip further. So I guess it's now my time to suffer that, but we kind of threw it away. We don't care. Yeah, I mean, we all know, yeah, it's known that Dino's passing was actually a bit tough for Enzo, you know, who could blame him, really? Losing a relative is always really hard, and I cannot imagine how it must feel to actually lose your son that way. But I took down video game mod. I mean, are you surprised they actually? They're pretty harsh with enforcing the brand. It's interesting here that the GT4 can be made even more challenging. I mean, it can be if people actually get into modding it. What I say about the online build AI is slightly different. In some tracks it can be better. In some others it's much worse than vanilla GT4 for some reason. And when it comes to pit stops, it can vary for endurance races. It can be... Sometimes they can stop a lap earlier, sometimes they can stop 2 or 3 laps later. It's a bit random. So I wouldn't say it's harder, it's just different. But yeah, I think the randomizer had its values tweaked on the Formula cars for the GT Championship, Formula GT Championship, right? So even I actually dug up a screenshot of me having a best lap on the online build of a 116 on testing, and I assume that has been done with wall riding, nitros, everything you can imagine in Tokyo, right? And I was still really far behind from those guys, so there is something going on there. There's a change, there's a manual change on there which made them faster, so yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how people start tinkering with GT4's AI. I admit I would like to actually do something about that, but I don't think I have it in me. I don't really know enough about modding. Those guys are stopping now? Yeah, it was kind of absurd, which is kind of why I gave up, because I realized that it will be pretty tough to... More than pretty tough, it will be pretty luck dependent, trying to do that with an LMP, and it was going to be more torture than anything else. But I was aware that it could be done on vanilla. I just never really got around it. Which is good, I mean, someone else got around it, which is fine. It's nice to see other people doing other things, you know. Yeah, exactly. I also think that there are different tiers in GT4's AI. By example, the AI in Sunday Cup is noticeably slower and less aggressive than the AI in GT World Championship, by example, to just put a really extreme example. It's not down to the cars themselves. I mean, you just see them and the way they try to overtake is completely different. In one, they're pretty careful, but in GT World Championship, they'll just dive bomb you. Speedster Trophy? I mean, here's the thing, right? I never really got the boogeyman of Speedster Trophy that much. I mean, yeah, I understand it's kind of a shock, but when you modify the car properly and you just pick the NA car over the turbo one, which I think most people just pick the turbo car and set themselves for failure out that way, it's doable. I guess I understand 206 Cup a bit more because it's a front-wheel drive car and you have to make it more powerful than that car is meant to be anyways, but still, kind of the same situation, really. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're easy, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say they're impossible. Relatively easy. Yeah, it's probably like that, Sanko. It's just that we don't see it and we don't really know what it does. So it's a bit of a question mark. And I don't really see an interest in releasing of people, because there's obviously people digging into this stuff, otherwise the modding wouldn't be a thing. But it seems to be that there's a lot of secrecy around GT modding. At least from my position as an outsider, just looking into things going on, there seems to be like projects just appear and there's not much information on how to do those things. Which is, you know, kind of curious, I guess. Oh yeah, talking about Ferraris, a few days ago here, I posted it in Discord. I don't think I can show it right now. Somebody here in Argentina came out with a 456 GT out in the road, and they spun out in public, and they caught it by a miracle. They just caught it by a miracle. I don't think I have the clip at hand to show it, but it's on my Discord server. And good God, that was shocking. You don't see those every day, and everyone was filming the car, and suddenly the guy tries to make an overtake downshifts, and the car breaks traction because it's probably running on factory tires. Yeah. It wasn't an accident by a miracle. Yeah, that happened. Joe6 and Speedster Cup are hard because they award good cars. Have you seen my hybrid Speedia? The 205 rally car awarded by 206 Cup is one of the worst rally cars in the entire game. All the 205 rally cars are kind of there in stat-wise. So even the factory, non-factory rally car can actually have similar performance than those. It's not exactly a good car. I mean, it's a really cool car. I adore the 205 T16, but it's not good in GT4. And the Calibra, I guess you could make a case for it, but still, it's probably outmatched by the Audi TT, ABT, and the A4 touring car. So, yeah, those are really easy to get, actually. Yeah, GT modding it seems to be hard, but at the same time, I think it's hard because there's not... See, this one, it goes in a circle, you know. There's not enough information about something which creates this assumption that it's hard. So, I don't really know if it's hard, if it's easy, or if it's in the middle. I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure everything has its challenges. And it's on its infancy, so I assume that the tools available are really clunky and they're not easy to comprehend. I mean, making hybrids for the emulator is kind of hard to comprehend, that's why I made a guide on it. And yeah. But at the same time, I guess I don't really understand the air of secrecy around it at times. And if I say something, it's gonna start a lot of conflict, which I'd rather not say anything, because I can do better things with my time. Yeah, modding is... Yeah, that's kind of my theory. Oh, God. That's kind of my theory, I guess, that yeah, it's hard and people haven't really don't really comprehend it yet. But at the same time, if you don't really comprehend it, then why are you making such big projects yet? Well, it makes you wonder. Spill the beans. I mean, I suppose my spilling the beans moment will be like saying something in the lines of that modding communities are really chaotic as a whole. When I was younger and I used to be online, I used to be on forums of Pokemon, right? And we always kind of laughed about the drama and chaos going on the ROM hacking forums. And from what I seen, as I got older and older, that theory of modding communities being chaos hasn't really gone away. I don't know, a few days ago somebody on Discord, I think it was you, Kiryu, shared a post of one of the biggest ROM hacking sites going down because of a dispute and it got into doxing and stuff like that. So yeah, whenever people start talking about modding and those things, I kind of get a bit skeptical because I know how they are, and it's just always chaos and drama, and there's more arguments than getting things done usually. By the way, if you haven't left a like on this stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, because I'm kind of fighting a war with YouTube right now, who decided that nothing I do should be recommended. So if you leave a like, it only takes you 1 or 2 seconds to click that like button and you'll make my life much better. And yours, because it means I'll probably be able to continue to do more and more videos. Trying to do 3 things together, please help me. I have my hands full right now, trying to drive this thing. I'm not the best person to help you out. I can only entertain you though, I hope that's enough. Yeah, that's fine. For a second I thought it was gonna spin out, but now I'm on second gear, it's not gonna spin out. Me attempting to ask them how there's more lunches, please. You know, in a way I kind of also feel that. I see it from both sides, you know. You want to do something, and the public tells you to do something completely different, and they ignore everything that's going on through your head. And I've been in that position too, when people tell you do X, do Y, do X and Y together. It's like, hold up, I have my own ideas. Maybe I'll do X and Y together one day, but let me finish what I want to do first, because I want to do it. And it's probably more interesting than you imagine. I find that lately I've been looking at reviews from a game. I'm probably gonna make this YouTube. They're probably gonna make this into a video, but I'm kind of struggling to word things, and I'm not too confident about it, as usual. But we'll get that there. We'll get there. We'll get it done. And I'm watching reviews of this game, right? And it kind of strikes me at times that people don't really know what they want, and that's true. I've seen people ask on an arcade game wanting to have wheel support on an arcade game. It's just, why? Why? There's different tools for different things, It's like that saying of everything looks like a nail when you got a hammer. You don't really have to use your FFP steering wheel on an arcade game. In fact, I will be happy if they don't have support and they focus on something else entirely, because making FFP wheels work in racing games is kind of hard. It's not an easy feat. People think it's easy. It's not. There's a reason why most games actually have kind of lackluster wheel support, because it's not simple. If you want to play with a wheel, there's tons of options out there which are probably better than a half-baked arcade game to play with a steering wheel. So it's important to know what you want to a degree. If you don't know what you want, then you're never going to achieve anything of note, in my opinion. I guess it's not more an opinion, it's just the way things are. Ah, I missed my stop. Damn it. I have people telling me to do the F1 challenge again with different cars. Without upgrades, I relate entirely. Ah, well. Now do it with a Fiat 500 or you're not good enough. You're gonna start getting those. I did it with a Fiat Panda without an oil change. Can you do that? Gaming definition, TGD, can you beat that? And it's like, no proof, no nothing, but my words on YouTube. Yes, sure, you totally did that, Sunshine. You're perfect. God. It's really funny to me to read that. I just people coming out of nowhere challenging you. I'm not saying that you can challenge me. If you're better than me, you should be able to put it on open OBS, record it, and show me. And then I'll have to go back and do something honest for a change. What makes you think I'm gonna do something honest now, though? Seriously. I remember seeing a GT4 video with a texture pack that had similar theme to GT PSP. Though the comments were disabled and he didn't seem to release any. Yeah. See, that's a problem I have at the time. To me, it seems like people don't realize the consequences of releasing something to the public. And I'm not saying this is in a bad way, just say that if you put up your project in public, there's always people that's gonna be interested, And why not share that? If you're willing to put that in public, if not, just make a private video. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. And nobody has to see it. Speaking of YouTube, recently people have seen not safe for work stuff in their feeds, so some engineers have pushed the wrong buttons. Oh no, the employee of YouTube had his search history exposed on the website. I mean, I'm not gonna judge the random YouTube employee, like, whatever gets you going. I'm not the type of person, as long as it's legal, But... Damn. It goes to show that you can actually manipulate the site. to a ridiculous degree. So I guess I'm going to fall into third place each time I stop. But then again, I can recover. Whoa, 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 whoa. 14 seconds. 14 seconds? That's a lot. That's much more than the previous stop. Wow. You forgot to turn the incognito mode. Then again, if you actually do your private things in a work PC, you just start whatever's coming to you. I'm just gonna say that if you don't have double-digit IQ to realize that using your work PC for this sort of thing is a bad idea. Oof. Oof. Ouch. Wall top. Hey, we're gonna get the slipstream. That's always good. Somebody stop, and I don't know who that is. Got stuck there. Uh oh. No, I'm stupid. I actually followed the Ventura into the. That's what I get for following this thing. That's not gonna be another Venturi, that's for sure. It was the Shelby. Good old Shelby. God knows how many times it have been lapped already. Uh-oh, this could be bad. He went so wide that he actually dodged a wall that I never knew it existed in this track. Wow. I better focus and stop laughing about the Shelby, or I'm going to end up like it. Still, it's really funny though. I wonder which tires are these guys running. I really wonder. Then again, all tires on GT2 last the same, which is funny because I'm using super softs and they last the same as hard tires. Good old GT2. There's something in the middle of the straightaway. I don't know what it is though. I really don't know what that is. Good old concrete tires. I actually had to tell people about concrete tires when they started to see that clip of the Ferrari spinning here in the road here in Argentina, and of course the average NPC news started to say dumb things about, oh, but you need a special training to drive these cars, and it's like, no, you need to know what you're doing if you're gonna do something stupid in an open road. But if you want to go groceries and you'll cruise, then you don't need a special permit for those cars. Good God. You know what, it should be this channel's goal to actually put me in a position where I can compete with these people. It's like the moment they see a car doing something slightly questionable, their default answer is more regulation, please. Like, that's gonna solve anything. We have a ton of laws and people don't follow them anyway. You see cars which shouldn't be on the road and they are on the road. Meanwhile, if you have a broken light bulb, oh no, you cannot travel, you cannot drive anymore, you don't get the road certificate or however you want to call it, you know, that thing that they give you, so certify that the car is roadworthy. Yeah, that thing. Oh, who's gonna pit? Hey, 157! Without Slipstream, by the way. I didn't have Slipstream and I did a 157. Guess I'm getting better at this thing. Yeah, you call it MOT. Here in Argentina we call them BTB, like, that's the name we call it here. In the UK it's MOT. Some places in the US don't have it. Yeah, Grand Valley as a whole is so pretty. And I think it looks more colorful in the PS2 than it does in the PS2, actually. PS1 than it does in the PS2. Hope I said that properly. I'm gonna import your car full low modified exhaust. Yeah, meanwhile, the Rust Bucket, which is split in two parts, doesn't have brakes. And its owner is driving the wrong way. Yeah, no, that's fine. And if you think I'm exaggerating, that actually happens here. If I've shown you pictures of the cars that are on the road here, you will think this is a war zone, but it's not a war zone. Even if we actually had to put up with the economic disasters of a war, it seems. Hey, Senka, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate that. Random sub 157, let's go. I wasn't expecting that, let me tell you. Let me tell you. But hey, we did it. And without Slipstream. So I guess it was possible. I was just exaggerating. Top super chat. As always, I would like to remind you all that your donations help me out because I do this for a living, so everything that comes from your support is invaluable to me and I really appreciate it. Saw people doing crazy stuff with a Fosca and nobody will ask a special permit for those. I mean, if you know what you're doing and you're not doing it on an open road at rush hour, you know, I have no problems with that. If you're doing stupid things in the middle of the day with traffic on the public road and, you know, you decide whatever's coming to you. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. And even if you know what you're doing, it's kind of risky because roads, when you're surrounded by other cars, it's kind of unpredictable what's gonna happen, right? Oh no, we don't have that here, restaurant table. If the car doesn't pass, it doesn't pass, period. I didn't know that you could write off cars thanks to if they didn't pass MOT. But I suppose that's a double-edged sword because a lot of people who have old cars actually say, that's not worth it, and the car is actually, you know, a couple of repairs away from still being on the road. But that car which is functional, it only needs maintenance, gets thrown away, and well, then they go and buy a subsidized EV which makes blender sounds for £40,000 or something. Like they just go get in debt and buy a fancy new blender. Perfect. It's a TVR also, the car that I never really lapped that thing yet. Guess that should have been past tense because I just lapped it. By the way, if you haven't left a like on this stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get this channel to more people. And you know, if you're new here, it will be nice if you drop a subscribe, so you stay tuned whenever I go live on any of my new projects. Perfect. Yeah, usually what they do here is like, oh, your car doesn't pass because you need to do this, and this is worn out, and you need to replace all of these parts. You replace the parts, you come back, and unless you leave a little something on the state bureaucrat, for the state bureaucrat on the seat, they will tell you that your car is still unworthy because it has a 2002 bulb on the right headlight when you actually should use a 2001 bulb on the front headlight. No, really, it's really absurd like that. That the people in charge of these certifications, since they're not a workshop, they're just bureaucrats. Really, they just want to get money out of you. So they'll do whatever to get money out of you if it's in their power. Yeah, I suppose that's also a thing, you know. Not every car is worth. Not every car is worth keeping alive until it is. That's kind of funny. Suddenly, there's only 10 of those in the road, and it's like, oh, those things are valuable now. It's probably not valuable in a monetary sense. It's just valuable because there's not enough of it left, and even if nobody wants to collect them and that they don't demand crazy money, they're still a part of history in the end. So there's gonna be someone who says, well, I may just keep these things and keep them to myself, even if nobody else appreciates it. To middle up, unfortunate. I think our bureaucrats are some of the most disgusting people on planet Earth, really. I suppose that goes for every country, but the Argentinian bureaucrats are just... The Argentinian bureaucrats have existed for so long, and their power has only been allowed to grow and grow further until now, so they just think they're better than everyone else, and thus they just want to make your life miserable and get as much money out of you as possible. So yeah. They're a really special crowd. It's even funnier when the state offices just give them new cars. and you can't really pay for one, but the state office has new cars. Go figure. Pokemon in French is hilarious. Localized translations of Pokemon can be pretty funny. I'm lucky because the Spanish translations of Pokemon don't involve renaming the Pokemon themselves. They're like the same name in English, right? So I've been really lucky in that front, but I know some countries actually rename Pokemon. It's like, oof. No. Don't you dare. Yeah, Ludgersville, exactly, because those cars are probably undesirable and people just went and rotated them around, so the only thing that they did was end up in a junkyard. Here that doesn't happen though, like cars which were really popular in the 80s are still, you still see them on the streets. Sure, they suffered attrition rates and there's less than they were, like, say, 10 years ago, but they still exist. And in fact, a lot of people look after them because, oh, these cars were, you know, sold, they're simple, everyone understands them, they're cheap to maintain. The whole speech, the whole NPC speech whenever they are searching for a car. Ford, Gran Turismo and Tauruses were huge successes of the company, but the actual cars themselves are so hard to find preserved nowadays. Yeah, because... oh god. They were seen as disposable. That's unlucky. See, that's what I get for actually trying to interact with you all. not your fault. It's just the disadvantages of live streaming. That I actually prefer to talk with my audience than actually drive. But I have to do both. Oh, almost going to that wall. That's a shame because I'm gonna lose a lot of time on that stop now. Lucky. Kitty, you'll have the same fight that we Latin Americans as a whole have with Spanish from Spain, and I guess the North Americans have with British English. It's like the classic clash of two countries speaking the same language but with their own twists. Man, I feel bad for this thing. I don't know how many laps ahead of it I am. I missed the shift. Damn it. There's gonna be quite a few laps. Oh no, he's on the way. Never mind, he's not on the way. He thinks the road is much bigger than it actually is. You know, it's a shame that the Venturis don't get stuck with that thing though. It could be really useful if they did. Mustang is confused. That Mustang is constantly confused. I don't know. No, the thing is, Sanko, it's not the moment that it sees me. It just so happens that we can't see it throughout the rest of the race. And it's driving like that because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get so many laps over it. I guess it will be fun to actually grab that thing and see how good it does. But I don't remember it being so bad. It's just, you know, a muscle car. You just have to drive it appropriately. You're not gonna win this race though, I think. It doesn't have the performance. Muscle cars are really handicapped by their gearboxes, for the most part. As I recall, we have one of the best jobbing industries in the world, while Portugal are large than yeah. Jobs of DBC and Digimon are really bad. I think that, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think the dub thing is universal, though. The bad dub thing, everyone gets screwed over with a bad dub at times. This engine sound is so relaxing. Well, Dralux, it's good to know that the sound of vacuuming is actually relaxing to you. Never mind my interruptions from time to time. Unlike anime dubs, no matter how good the voice acting is, the clash of cultures and the way he's speaking is just... Yeah, Sank, I agree. It sounds a bit jarring. It's like, I think one of the one of the best examples of the use of subtitles to avoid dubbing is the Yakuza games. If you take the translations from the Yakuza games, they're so good. I mean, I don't know Japanese, so I can't really say how faithful they are, but you don't see like the usual jankiness that you see with translations, you know. And yes, you can notice that sometimes translations are really janky. I mean, the way I speak should actually help you out to notice that, yeah, I'm kind of translating things from Spanish at times, and it's really, really janky. But that doesn't happen with Yakuza games. It works flawlessly. Yeah, I have to finish the third one, Random Max. I never got around to finishing them, but I adore them. I just don't have money to spend in games, and even if I did, I guess I will spend it on racing games and things that I can bring to the channel first. I have to stop in this lap. You could actually stay out for a lap more, I think, so... My tires are in such in a miserable state at the end of the race. That yellow thing is gonna be right behind. Yep, right behind. This is gonna be a pretty slow lap. I think staying out is not the best option, but I do want to stay out a bit longer because I just don't want to be finishing the race with shot tires. At the same time, I know that the Atlantic has to stop, so yeah. There's that. I should sit properly too while we speak, otherwise my back is gonna hate me. Super softer, so yeah, well, they should have thought about that, making sure the old tires don't have the same tire wear, because it's insane. At the same time, I wouldn't say they're OP if you just balance things out. I have 200 horsepower in this thing, and I'm competing with cars twice my power and not that much heavier. The Atlantic, the 400 GT isn't that much heavier than I am compared to its power, so we're kind of even, and yet I'm winning for now. So yeah. All right. Final set of tires for this race if all goes well. And if all goes wrong, then at least it was a fun 2-hour race. No, I don't think so. Yeah, because they're glitched. The tires on GT2 are glitched. That's the problem. And I mean, I'm still in a massive disadvantage, even if the opponents aren't using soft tires, super softs. I mean, it will be pretty insane to say that I'm not on a disadvantage. That you actually need to drive your way out to actually balance it out. I'm not sure if you could throw the keys to this car and just expect people to do well. Especially in Grand Valley. Grand Valley is a pretty beneficial circuit for powerful cars. Something I want to say though, my stops are so long. So long. The amount of time that I lose on the pit lane is insane. And but then again, I spun out a couple of times, sure. But it's getting worse. My gaps are getting larger with those cars. So I have to be pretty careful. I'm not sure if they're gonna stop again. I think they will have to stop again. Because we have similar pit strategy. It will be nice if I could speak properly for a change. So I'm confident that they're gonna stop sooner or later. Yep. Never mind, then they get a free stop. Because I was so far away from them. So I just have to hold this lead for 10 laps. That is my mission right now. Yeah, pretty much don't spin. Which is a good goal. It's a good objective for your life. You don't want to be around, spend your day spinning around, don't you? There are much better things to do than spinning. Unless you're, I don't know, a gear. Unless you are a gear, then sure. Spinning is actually your life goal, I guess. So 157. Without a car to give me a tow, I'm pretty skeptical. That's pretty high up. 57.6. It ain't gonna be this lap, let me tell you. Devil May Cry music, Devil May Cry 5 music for you to listen and keep you motivated. I mean, I'm motivated. I guess I have this approach to things in which I'm not too impressed until I actually see the final result. I'm not gonna get excited for something that just isn't there. It will be like if I started believing that I could afford a car one day, when my numbers don't really get me anywhere close to that. Oh god, he just crashed into the barrier. So I'm just pretty, you know, calm about these things. It isn't done until it isn't done. You never know what could happen. It will be the end of the world. A plane could fall over my home. God knows. It isn't done until I cross the finish line. It's initial D music for player times, but initial D music 1 has copyright, and second, it's kind of overdone, really, let's be honest. I'm starting to believe that the car community can meme, because the memes of cars are so repetitive that I guess I don't find them that funny. Yes, again, that's kind of my line. I mean, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's meme status. Just kind of, just let it go. Enjoy it because for what it is. It's pretty fun, pretty good music. But just like, haha, Yellowbird, go fast. Haha, hey, I'm funny. Nah, it ain't work. That doesn't work for me. And again, I guess my sense of humor isn't that meme-oriented. I'm just far more bitter than that. I think people know Initial D for what it is. And everyone knows it's an anime about cars. A lot of people have discovered it thanks to the Yellowbird memes. I don't care how people discover things, to be honest. I'm not gonna get that mentality. I don't think it's healthy. I do care that you respect it, though. A lot of people just discover something and just want to enter that community and just contaminate it and ruin everything in the process. That's not how things work. You should respect things for what they are. Uh-oh. It's gonna be a bit sketchy, but we're good. No matter which music you all play, I'll have to cope with my neighbor playing cumbia blasting out loud through his speaker set, so yeah. My fate is completing this race to the rhythm of God knows what. I don't really know the names of these songs. All I know is that they all sound the same. And sure, there's different songs, but the rhythm patterns are so similar that they might as well be one song which lasts 2 hours. The final season of Initial D is just so... I'm just gonna say, it's stupid. The way that they're just starting with those concepts which are completely supernatural. Like the car's growing wings and the whole song concept is just so stupid. What the hell? The first season was more grounded and I really like that. Second and third were on that path too, but you know, it's still anime. It's still something. It's still meant to be absurd, and that's. But they managed to tread a good line between absurdity and respecting the basics of cars, we could say. The more you get into the series, the more the absurdity starts to beat the basics of cars. So you just kind of you either embrace it and just want to see the thing to its end, or you just despise and just like, nah, can't continue. The third season, the third one is like it's a movie. So it's not so much a season, it's just like a movie. Then you got fourth stage, fifth stage, and final stage. Yeah, exactly, Kunta. It's just a bit shocking to me. And I admit that I just watched it because I wanted to see it through its end. But a couple of years ago I rewatched it to see, you know, just to see it out. And it's like, yeah, no, this is kind of tough. Yeah, no. Hey Russ, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. More like initial crack. I ain't gonna get that sub 157, aren't I? By the way, if you just joined, I will appreciate if you could leave a like on the stream so we can get this channel to more people. You know, it will be good. YouTube thinks that I'm not good enough and I want to teach it a lesson. I mean, I don't think it's bad. You just... We all find things on pretty absurd manners at times. There's nothing wrong with the way you find things. '96 doesn't exist, it's 92 and AE111, the ones which came after the 86. Actually, I didn't watch those Legend. I know some people like them. I cannot be bothered, to be honest. Honestly, I spend my entire time working on new videos, so absolutely everything which isn't video related to me feels like a waste of time, honestly, at this point. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but that's the way it is for me. I just want to get things done. I guess that's kind of what happens when you enjoy the things you do for a living. You just kind of get absorbed into it. Don't just let me down. You had one job and you ruined it. Tragic. You would think that the franchise which actually knew how to put soundtracks together won't disappoint, but that's tragic. There's an 96? I thought it was 92 and AE111, not 96. But now I'm second guessing myself. 296 to success is a left back. Ah, okay. Okay. I was starting to search my really slow hard drive inside my head, you know, the brain, and it was slowly going through old cars thinking, hey, 96? And I just couldn't find anything. But now it exists. Okay. Noted. Don't tell me I just lapped the 500 again. I remember watching Speed Racer as a kid. I don't remember much, but yeah. Really cool. For those who just joined, what am I doing here? Well, this is the 60 lap endurance of Grand Valley, 300 kilometers. And I decided to do it with a 200 horsepower Mazda RX-7. And we're going to continue to do more endurance with this thing after I beat probably what is the hardest grid on this for this race, because I have two Venturi Atlantic 400 GTs, which are the fastest cars available for this event. And I'm just beating them. Barely. You know that feeling? I'm trying to scan my brain, stat with the social skills. I mean, I usually just have this thing where I remember, but I don't remember details unless I look for them. So I always remember just bits and pieces of the things that I want to say. Hi SPL, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. JDM Celica for sale. Which one? The ST205? Previous? Hope it's an ST205, those are cool. GT2 with a randomizer mod really won't change much. GT2 is really easy. Super easy, so yeah. There's not much to do to make it more interesting in my opinion, unless you just you know, start editing the AI to make it more competitive. 97, so it's an ST205, that's cool. It's in good shape, you know, if it's possible. We'll do an 8-hour endurance race in a dead trap snappy car with 500 horsepower in Suzuka for 100k. For 100k in actual currency, not pesos? Yeah, absolutely. 100k in pesos is $100, so I don't think so. I don't think my sanity is that cheap. I almost pulled off Shelby 500 and end up against the wall. Sorry. My voice kind of gave up. But it's fine, no, it's good. Caught in camera, voice crack, that's always nice to... Yeah, that's always nice to hear. As if I watch my streams, I actually don't watch my streams. I mean, once it's live, it's live. Whatever happens, happens. Unless I'm making a video on it, I don't rewatch my content. Drink water when I cross the finish line. I know, I shall. Final lap of the race, 2 hours of racing. tires are kind of beaten, but it's fine, that was part of the strategy anyway. Just one lap away from winning this race. And I guess I really want to find out how many laps ahead I am of that Shelby. That was kind of scary actually, but we're fine. We're always fine. We'll also find out how far ahead I am from that Venturi. That's actually a question that I got on my brain. Nah, no bank wants to sponsor me. No cones for building this endurance. Sadly, there's no cones in this track. So that we can engage on the classic antics of this channel and its victory rituals. I guess I can understeer a little. No, so 157 lap, sadly. But still, I won this race. Beaten the 300 kilometers of Grand Valley with a 200 horsepower Mazda RX-7. 6 seconds ahead of the Venturi, the second one. I'm 14 seconds away from the third one. The roof is in fourth, God knows how far away. I lapped the Cervera once, and I ended 9 laps ahead of the Shelby 500. Oh god, that's painful. That is really painful, my god. I will say I feel bad for that thing, but I don't feel bad for that thing. I'm not guilty for its skill issues. 9 times! 9 times! It will have been fun if I actually clocked another lap in it. My god. My god. 1 minute ahead of the roof, though. Oof, poor thing. Still. Let's see what happens. By the way, if you haven't left a like on this stream, I will really appreciate it if you did, so we can get this channel to more people. Did I get the good car or the bad car? Then again, it's gonna collect dust in my garage, but still, I want the good car. Hey, I got the good car! Excellent! Perfect! I got the good car. I'm gonna save just in case. More endurance races. You know, this is probably the only... yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We'll have to down-tune the car substantially, though. I cannot remove that. I cannot remove this, though. You know... Oh, why? Why? Why does my brain think of those things? Why, oh why? How bad is this? How bad is this? That is the question I have. How bad is this, really? It's bad. Let me tell you, it's bad, alright? So, what am I doing? Well, I just equipped simulation tires on this thing, which are the worst tire compound in this game. Because this race is so easy, I figured that I could actually find a way to make it interesting. So why not? But I need to see how bad is this thing so I can actually get used to it. No, it doesn't turn, it has no grip whatsoever. And it's really slow on corners, actually. These are the true concrete tires. This is how driving this thing in with factory tires will feel, actually. But I'm managing. I am managing, despite the drift, the nature of this thing. No, it's not accurate to call it a simulation compound. It's stupid. It's really stupid to call it a simulation compound, but the game calls it a simulation compound. Oh my god, it doesn't even turn through this chicane. What the hell? Okay. Okay, let's test this and see what happens. By the way, there's 39 likes, so I will appreciate if you all could leave a like on this stream because we're missing a couple. And anything you can do to help this channel is greatly appreciated. So, the things I do for you all is driving this thing with atrocious tires. What are my opponents? Ooh, a Lotus Elise. This could be tricky, actually. By the way, 1 second. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Yeah, we're gonna start recording this. Why not? It is recording? It is recording. Perfect. So let's go. It's gonna be fun. Right. Now, it's not the whole more difficult, more realist thing. It's just dumb. They're really stupid. I don't really know what they were trying to do with these tires. They describe it as this tire simulate the road of the feel of a car, but no, look at this. I'm going full lock on the steering and it refuses to respond. And at the moment I accelerate, the rears start spinning. No. I have to drive this for 30 laps, by the way. And I have to beat a Lotus Elise. This is gonna be hard. I'm 5 seconds away already. I could have tried with normal tires, but no. Why? Why would I even bother with normal tires? I actually lost a second on the Elise. Damn it. I don't think I have the sheer numbers to catch up to that Elise, actually. I'm faster through these corners with it, yeah. This feels like looking at capital punishment. These are the things that I do for you all. I put myself on the line for you all. I put my sanity on the line for you all. Holy, I lost time there. I am not catching up to that Elise with this pace. I think the Elise is too much. Look at the. I cannot even outpace these things. It's impossible to win with these tires. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not beating the Elise, that's for sure, right? We didn't ask for it. Well, that's too bad, because now I'm actually curious. Yeah, no, I'm not beating the Elise. Okay. Okay. What else can I do? Simulation tires. I could shorten this. No, I'm losing too much time to the Elise in this condition. I'm running stock muffler. Okay. Let me see how can I do with this 200 horsepower setup that we had for Grand Valley. Losing sanity and tax evasion, my two favorite things in a GT stream. Ah, at least I can entertain my audience. Okay, this is actually much more competitive. Instantaneously. I can't touch the throttle. Ooh, 3 Series Compact, I like those. It's even harder if the AI bullies me, what the hell? Damn it. That's not fun. But I guess I found my no, not this. This. Guess I found my setup. Keep it there. 3 Series Compact. Yeah, I agree. I really like the 3 Series Compact. And the one in GT2, it's a 323 Ti, which has an inline 6. The other ones are inline 4s, right? Not this one. That's an inline 6, which is the nice one. I will love one of those, but it's a $10,000 car in this country, so it ain't happening anytime soon. Oh, they're gonna crash into me. What did I tell you? They're gonna crash into me. Oof. It doesn't even like the bumps. Will it make it? Damn it, that list is quick. No, Polyphony doesn't really understand what simulation means. That's frustrating because I cannot get any closer to the sky. Like at all. I'm starting to have doubts if this is actually doable. At least against the Elise. Because he's just way quicker than everyone else. The stopping distances with these tires are so bad too. Never really thought I will say this, but I'm having problems to beat that random Elise. Which is really unfortunate. Okay, so I don't think the Elise is a good call as an opponent for this. Stopping distance as well as motor weak. You know, it will be good if I could actually reach that level one day, but doesn't seem like I will. This one they're green, imagine when they're worn out. Yeah, I know. Let me see if this is the grid. No, I cannot mix compounds with these things. It will be pretty bad if I do. Ooh, 166 in a nice color. Oh. This seems like it's a bit more evenly matched. No, changing the setup won't really make my odds better. The setup is fine. But we're not going to touch that, so please, let me drive. Yeah, it doesn't really break. Oh god, I got outmaneuvered by Fiat Barquette of all things. This is tragic. This is tragic. I got outmaneuvered by that Fiat. Wow. Oh god, it just goes sideways. That's all it does. That's all it does. Goes sideways. It's not gonna work. I mean, it didn't work, but at least I didn't spin. Which is kind of positive. So we have a Celica and the 3 Series Compact. We have a bit more pace on the straightaway than they do. Okay, I'm finding the braking zone for this now. To compensate for those longer distances. Yeah, pistachio's green. Yeah, the skin is brown, but it's green on the inside. I don't really care about pistachio, but people said ice cream. And I do care about ice cream. Probably too much, probably to the point where it's an addiction. Oh my god, could it be that I'm actually getting used to this thing? I'm getting used to its lack of grip. Oh, that Celica's gonna be trouble. This is gonna be a pretty tough race if we actually go through with this, because they're right behind me. I think you could probably one-stop this. But I don't know how these tires dry whenever they start to fall apart. I don't think they're gonna be as grippy as my previous Super Softs. I mean, it will be good, it will be nice to dream, but it's not gonna be that good. Oh, oh god, I hate when the steering does this. It's like the steering dies, and the car just refuses to turn for some reason. It's like the steering gets locked and you cannot do anything about it. Until it's just the rear stop moving, and then you just kind of straighten the car again. That's really cheap. Ah. The thing was first, by the way. No, it's not. No, it's fifth. You know what? Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh! Actually punished! Actually punished! Ow! Ow! Oh, that's not good. Oh well. Actually, I'm gonna do something to this. I'm gonna put this at 3. I have to be super careful with bumps, and Trial Mountain is a bumpy circuit. Yeah, you can imagine how this is gonna go. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, come on, push me out. Pulling the Dorito. This has to be possible. This has to be possible. There has to be a way. I refuse to leave without completing this. Now I'm obsessed with getting this done. Besides, if it's successful, it's gonna be another badge of honor for the RX-7, which is probably one of the most broken cars in this game. Got your bottle for sale. No, it's gonna do the same thing again. God, I hate when the game does that. For those wondering what I mean, it's that when you lose control of the car, it's like the game just disconnects the steering and the wheels get locked on the position that you were going. And it doesn't matter where you turn, the game just won't correct until the car goes into a complete stop. And it's so frustrating because it means that if you spin out, you're done for. And it's not like GT2 has the same degree of throttle control than GT4 does. It's more of an on-off switch. Right, Chaser, thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I guess this is probably too demanding for me to do live, that I have to just hyper focus on it. But now I'm curious because I'm touching them, I'm right there. So it has to be possible. I refuse to believe this is impossible. Even with AliExpress tires, I'm faster than they are on that chicane. Go figure. If only the game just didn't disconnect grip from me and the car started spinning randomly. Ah well. Part of the challenge. Part of the challenge. God. This guy just suddenly cranked the music again. That's really late on the brakes actually, but the Celica is gonna help me out. He's gonna help me out. Yes, of course he did. I suppose all boils down to when they'll stop, really. There's not much science behind it. I'm getting better at taking that corner, though. My god, the amount of time he gains because I have to brake so much early, it's kind of shocking, really. Really scary. Does anyone know when this guys will stop? Actually, that could come in handy for me right now. Why is that Barchetta second? Why is a Fiat Barchetta being competitive? Why? Why that car of all cars? There's no way a Fiat Barchetta is a competitive car. I refuse to believe that. Not that it's a bad car, it's just not a good racing car. Wrong-wheel drive Miata and all of that. Was this my chat not working? Because I haven't seen anything. Oh my god, he's actually second. He's actually second. You're a Fiat Barchetta, nobody likes you. People buy you because they cannot buy MX-5s. Joke aside, the Barchetta isn't a bad car, really. I mean, it's what it is. It's a cruising car. But it's not exactly a bad car. Just trying to make fun of it, but yeah, don't underestimate those things. They're alright. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I guess I tried. I mean, I think I could do this if I actually get my mind into it. M100 Elans are much rarer than Miatas, really. So I don't think like that you can cross market those cars, because trying to get an M100 Elan is going to be near impossible while you can find a lot of Miatas. Look at all these stock tires. And search for a grid with the Lotus. That we could do. Yeah, I can do that. I hope this is the one. no Lotus. It's not the one. There's an MGF, but there's no Lotus. Yeah, the MRS is gonna be a bit of a better comparison to, say, an Elise. Say, an A Miata, I think, or MB Miata. That's the grid. There's a Lotus Elise up ahead. Oh, those Megane Coupe are really nice. They're pretty nice cars, but they want like $10,000 for a 2-liter one here. The 2-liter is the one to have, not the 1.6. The 1.6 is too small. Yeah, it just throws you in without the countdown. I guess they are artificially rising the cost of NA Miatas, of NA alternatives. Not even focus. I need to focus. A Barchetta here can cost as much as an NA Miata. Keyword Tradox. Are they being advertised for similar prices to the Miatas, or they are selling for similar prices to a Miata? Because if they are selling for similar prices to a Miata, then it shows that people are willing to pay for those things. But if they sit without being sold for months, then that is not asking price. That's just insane people wanting to just demand the same amount of money for their cars than a Miata, when in reality it's not gonna sell. I mean, all things considered, the Barchetta isn't a bad car. It's just me making fun of it, but in reality it's not a bad car. You can do some fun things with it. Driving with normal tires is... yeah. It's quite the jump. Still, they feel much better than those simulation tires, that's for sure. It's not that it didn't work out, so I guess I just can't do it right now. I need to focus a lot, but I think it's possible. I just need to test and see when my opponents stop. Right now we're just racing against an Elise with stock tires. Which I don't know how it's gonna go. It seems like it's gonna go pretty challenging because that thing's right behind me still. Okay, yeah, sure, I think I can do this. Have to be a bit more careful, that's all. That's why I said it officially. Yeah, I know, but... you know, it never hurts to actually make the disclaimer, because... a lot of people just... there's a lot of stupidity when it comes to car prices, really, and people just say whatever. Not saying that you say whatever, but... people don't understand that prices rising will be to a variety, to a lot of reasons, and a lot of times, and it's just, you know, it's just what happens when people want certain cars, their currency devaluates, etc, etc. So I always try to just wonder what's going on, not just for them, but for me as well. I really like to know how these things work. And trying to know how these things work, trying to understand how these things work, just means that you have to ask a lot of things and just try to see what people are thinking about it and how they came to this, say, conclusion that the X car is causing price hikes and on other similar cars, you know, so on and so forth. Just a matter of gathering more information, I guess. Yeah, the X19s. Yeah, those actually sold pretty well for a short period of time, I guess. So you can find them. And then there's the later Bertone batch cars. Because Bertone took the X19 production when Fiat said they didn't want to build them anymore. So they kept selling it as a Bertone batch car for a couple of years. That was really 80s already. It was, yeah, kind of outdated by then. But still, they exist. Are they different from the original Fiat cars? I don't think so. But it's just a cool story nonetheless. Yeah, Gandini designed it, but I don't really know who actually built the cars. I know it wasn't Fiat. And when Fiat said we're going to discontinue this, the brand which was actually producing the bodies then say, well, we're going to produce it ourselves, and they kept producing it. So I don't really know. I don't really remember. Now you're making me doubt, but I think it was Bertone, the one who was building the bodies, and yeah. And they sold them under their name, whatever. Or maybe I'm just getting mixed up, but I know that the production of the X19 didn't end when Fiat started producing them, because that happened. Punk. Good old punk. Ah, there goes my distance on the Lotus. That's kind of annoying. But hey, I'm still first. You really can just do this endurance with your first car, no problems whatsoever. It's insane. It's absolutely insane, but you can. You'll get a lot of money for doing so at the early game, so yeah. Who will have thought? Actually, I really like just grabbing my first car and doing this endurance for some reason. It's just funny to me that your first race of the playthrough is an endurance race. But really, that's just the level of it. It's just really, the opponents are that slow. And the race isn't that long. It should take you around an hour with a slow car. A bit less with a more competitive car. This is also the glitch endurance on the original builds of GT2, where the Vector M12 could appear as an opponent. That's a pretty high time to get a sub 138. I have to be a whole second faster around the track. I guess I'll find that second as I drive along. Honestly, right now, it's kind of funny because right now, well, I'm... What did I get caught on? Really? Really? Don't touch the borders of Trial Mountain, I guess. I was saying, it's kind of funny because right now all my brain is thinking of is how I will write my next video. So I'm just kind of focusing on that rather than focusing on my driving. That ain't gonna be sub 138. Walls are not my friends. Not today, it seems. Whoever's up there wants me to drive clean. So I guess I'll drive clean then. No wall rides, no wall contact, no nothing. Clean driving. Those tires look pretty green to me. So they could probably last an entire... They could probably last half of the race. If I stop after lap 15, then that means the entire race can be done with a single stop strategy. Which I think it's possible. Yeah, you don't really need something this powerful to beat it, actually. Nah, you missed a few things, but not everything. Grievous, welcome. That was a 139. Oh yeah, there's an Astra GSI in this game. Funny enough, there's really few first gen. I don't really know if it's the first gen, but the Astra was sold in my country for a short period of time, and they brought the 2-liter GSI cars. There's very few of those around, and sometimes you encounter one for sale, and encounter one for sale. Will I own one? I don't think so. But they came in this metallic mustard color. It's really pretty. Some of them did, at least. This one was silver, sadly, so it wasn't a cool color. The TRD 2000 GT is super overpowered for this race. It's like an MR2 turbo, like 280 horsepower. They're about stock. Just too much. You can do this with a sub 200 horsepower car, really. Depending how heavy it is. Which is funny, you can try all sorts of setups with this race because it's a relatively short endurance, I guess. Compared to normal endurance standards, that is. Hi there, Phil, say welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Careful. If I touch that curb, it will have been all over. It will have spun out again. To try this endurance with a tuned Seichi and nobody's stopping you. I tried to do it with a Fiat 500 fully modified and it just didn't have it in it to be competitive, sadly. Which engine does your Astra have then? I'm curious. Oh. That ain't gonna be a pretty fast lap. That was more of a slow lap, actually. Right, I didn't have time to mute the microphone. I'm sorry. Sorry for ruining your ears with my sneezes. I just couldn't get myself to mute the microphone. I just didn't reach it in time. I couldn't pull away from it. I see the car moving again. I'm like, please, no, don't lock up. That's how I feel. Second sneeze of the stream. Bless you, thank you, Trilux. I appreciate that. Yellowbird sneezing compilation 2024. I have to do it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, I just feel kind of awkward. I would rather mute the microphone, but sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just can't reach it in time. I mean, it's right next to me, sure, but still. Sneeze, bro. Even if the 1.6, 16 valve engines. Ah, now this is the 16 valve. That's not bad. Here we have them with a. It's weird because General Motors here offer a mixture of 16 and 8 valve engines, I think, here, and I don't really remember which one to switch. I had to do it ages ago, or when I used to work for someone, I had to restore their entire database and search data for all the cars. So I actually spent a few days trying to find all the diesels on those cars. To make sure they don't explode. I was going to make a joke about that, but it's best if I don't because YouTube doesn't like that. And I'm not in a position where I can upset YouTube any further, you see. I have to be a child-friendly family entertainer, even if most of my audience is composed by adults. So I just have to pretend that I don't have a sense of humor and don't say most of the things which just flash into my brain. And then beat myself because I don't really like the things I do because I'm not honest to myself. Go figure. Of course I'm gonna be upset with them. But that's probably too much information, isn't it? Let's play, I'm only 12. YouTube stats are unbeatable. This played on an emulator. If it was a PS2, it wouldn't be this smooth. Or this upscaled. Long story short, it will look much worse. Let's go here. Really, we're gonna. I mean, I don't know. You all are spending your time watching me drive around Trial Mountain rather than, I don't know, rest. But yeah, you're probably all adult, most of you. I wouldn't say I'm genuine, really. I mean, yeah, I will say that I'm genuine. It's just the fact that I'm aware that most of the things that are on my mind just will probably rub people the wrong way, so I just don't say them. I just blend in. Hey, Senko, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to this channel. I appreciate that. Oh, I bumped the microphone. That converts you so far in the Confeder of this month. So we'll just add you here. This is there we go. I'm joking, obviously. Just to be honest, every single donation helps a lot in this channel because I do this for a living, really, so everything helps, and I cannot thank you all enough whenever you decide to put your money into my efforts. See ya, Random, thank you for dropping by. Usually most things said on a YouTube chat on the internet should be taken with a grain of salt. It's usually people just trying to make fun of things. It's not serious. It's probably a joke. Hey, that's a Vectra. That's moving a lot. That's another thing, another car which actually you could find it when I was a children, and they have disappeared from the roads. The Vectra, just you don't see them anymore. And a few months ago, I actually spotted one, and it was like, whoa, this exists, right? We didn't get the B6s here, only inline 4s on diesels. I don't say it's underrated, it's just a car which you remember it existed, and then attrition rate. But then again, they didn't sell that well here. But attrition rates did its thing, and suddenly they don't appear anymore. Lap 15 on normal tires. I'm doing just fine. I think this is gonna be a one-stop. Pretty sure this is gonna be a one-stop. Where's the thing ahead of me? It's red. Ah, it's a Golf. It's a Golf. I don't really know which engine is. There's a lot of engines available for the Mark IV Golf in this game. Banana time. Yeah. Tires are completely made out of bananas. Look, we have to find cost-effective measures. This channel has entered the budget cut phase. You see, bananas are soft, so they're probably cheaper than rubber and all the things needed to make tires. So we're making tires out of bananas. Bananas are soft too when you remove the peel out of them. So yeah, banana tires. They're eco-friendly too, so no screeching teenager tells me that I'm polluting the planet or whatever. Nah, I think it's probably a 1.8 or it's probably a B5. Because there's the B5, the B6, the 1.8 GTI, and I think there's another one. Can I see the badging? Can I see the rims? I can tell them by the rims usually. I think it's a B6. Oh no. Oh no. No, I think that's a V6 Golf. Or a V5, but I clearly saw a V badging on there, and I think those are V6 rims. They are not GTI rims, that much I can tell you, so it's not a 1.8 turbo. What the fuck? What is that Golf sound? That's the stock turbo engine noises on GT2. We'll see in 25 minutes? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll find out soon enough. 25 minutes is nothing, really. Think of all the things you could do in 25 minutes. empty your bank account and donations on this channel? Yeah, no, that wouldn't be something you could do in 25 minutes. Even if I could actually empty my account, and that actually my account is empty because I had to do something which is gonna be part of the future plans of this channel. I don't want to reveal much because it's not actually here yet, but it's gonna mean it means I could bring on a lot of new games to this channel. Oh, it's a Celica. And safe re-entry on the Celica, I think. And I'll have the story probably when the thing is here, but yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an experience. I hope all of you find it useful, really. I think I'm gonna stop this lap. My times are going too bad. And I'll be fine for the end of the race. I'm curious, they'll probably come in a couple of days. But then I'll have to make the videos, testing it. I really hope that I can finish the script that I'm working on before. It's probably gonna arrive earlier anyway. I mean, it means a pretty good thing for the channel, to be honest. I admit I'm kind of scared, but I like to believe you all have my back on this. Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna stop. Oh, that's a pit entry. I haven't played GT7, so I can't judge, sadly. If I could afford the $1,000 they're asking for a PS5 here, maybe I could. Go. What is the Elise? What is the Elise? I have to overtake that Golf again. Evitation technique. People say levitate is a useful skill in racing. You don't get slowed down by grass and sand. Immunity to ground type. Remember, no matter how bad you think your voice is, you could always sound like the stock engine noises from GT2. It could always be much worse. So don't worry about your voice, you're fine. Tomato loves tomato. I purposefully said that to different pronunciations, you see, so you actually notice and you actually have a laugh. Did you all notice, was the joke effective or was the joke not effective? It just went without being noticed. Never mind. That's the Celica. So, which track position must be? The Celica must be... third? Second? Which means... the Elise is up ahead? Will it be? Ow. Will it be Elise is up ahead? So... yay! Sub 137, barely. Barely. Yeah, Trial Mountain looks like a weird t-shirt. True, yes. Hey, at least I clocked that once. That's 137. Can I actually be faster though? That's the question. Ah. I got excited for nothing. I thought that lap was faster for a second. Yes, not. The good thing is, now I won't have to stop again for tires, you see. This is really a budget-friendly endurance because you don't need multiple sets of tires to compete in here. You just need one. Or two in case something goes wrong, but never anything goes wrong in GT2, so the only thing you need is one set of tires. Ow. Fine. Fine. But why you just like looking behind so much? There's nothing behind me. Tomato bird. I actually like tomatoes, mind you. That happens in GT2 because it's to meet barrier. Hey, but still, I mean, meeting a barrier is my fault. I mean, what I mean is that you don't have a random tire popping out and leaving you stranded in the middle of the track. That's what I mean by nothing happens. So you can complete this race with a single set of spare tires and the tires you have on the car at the start of the race. Therefore, budget-friendly endurance racing. There's no way, that's the Elise. That is the Elise up ahead, I think. Totally wrong. Totally something else. No, it's not the Elise, it's actually the BMW 323 Ti. Good old 323 Ti with its 6-cylinder engine. God, I will love to own one of those things. I don't care if they come with 200,000 kilometers as they are advertised here. It's probably closer to 300,000. Oh no, it's not the BMW, it's a Megane Coupe. Well then, this is a momentary loss of sanity moment. One of the many that you'll see in this channel. Let's just move past this embarrassment and find something else to talk about. Oh god, I spun out. $136 too, hey! Somehow I did an even faster lap before actually crashing into the wall. So I guess my loss of reason actually makes me faster? Sub 136, I don't know. I think no, I didn't have Livestream. It ain't gonna be this lap though. I'm actually really... The thing is, the kitty, like, it's missing the peaks on the top of the head to resemble Bart Simpson, though. It just looks flat on top, so I just don't see it. But yeah, it's pretty close. I'm number 2 at overtaking this thing. If I get Livestream, this could actually be pretty useful for my hot lapping efforts. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I will appreciate if you did, so, you know, YouTube stops punishing my content for the reasons. Those extra kilometers are surely gonna come in handy. Those Megane Coupe came in yellow. Yellow is the color to get them. They're really pretty cars. I mean, if you just look up Megane Coupe first gen, you'll see they're not bad looking. They're nice. Sure, they're front-wheel drive and everything, but if you can find one with a 2-liter 16 valve, it's a 150 horsepower engine. I like them. I just like them. I'm gonna be honest. I think they're cool cars. Thing is, people just want too much money for them. I don't think they're worth it here. Never mind. That was a really bad lap. Also, as an obscure fact, the second generation of the Megane had a convertible. You know those convertibles with a retractable metallic roof? Yeah, those didn't sell well here. Peugeot beat them on that market with the 206 and 307 cc's. The reason why I mentioned this is because that gen of the first gen of the Megane Coupe also had a convertible, but it was a soft top. And it looks kind of funny because it has like a place to store the roof. And it also came with a really set of unique rims, which were flats and had a few spokes as well. And the rims are sick. The rims of the convertible Megane Coupes of the first gen were really good. Good luck finding one set of those rims though. A toy car Megane Coupe Rally when I was a kid. I really liked it. Car review, toy car review, Megane Coupe Rally car. 136, but still, it's not good enough. That's not gonna be good enough either. Gonna go into the grass. Oh god. Oh, always good to see Trial Mountain being Trial Mountain and random suspension compression things slowing you down. Strange looking, yeah, it's strange looking, but it worked, yeah. You don't see many of those as well. I know they exist here. I found a couple for sale, but they appear once in a blue moon. They're super hard to find. The other car which is really hard to find, it's its predecessor, the Renault 19. Also came with a sporty, in quotation marks, coupe variant and convertible. Those aren't bad, but people want too much money for them, and I don't think they're worth that. Because the engine isn't anything that special, really. It's just the design that looks cool. Yeah, that was the livery for Renault, the Rally Coupe. Yeah, yellow on front, blue on the back. Yeah. That ain't gonna be any fastest lap, unfortunately. I would like to reach at least 135.9, but I don't think I'm gonna find those 310s anymore. I don't know what I did on that lap to actually be so close. Damn. It ain't gonna be this lap, I think. Not with that understeer. Another gifted membership, this is like the third one. What can I say? I have really generous viewers. They're really good people, you know. Hey Antonio, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gonna be a sub 136. Still have 2 laps to go. And tires are fine, tires are a non-issue. Oh yeah, Kiri, I mean, not most Renault 19s here fall in the same category, really. But the coupes, they don't. They are somewhat desirable. Coupes and convertibles, I mean, convertibles here are... They have a convertible tax, I guess. I mean, they're really expensive, even if people don't want them. Even a really shit car which comes in a convertible variant will actually demand a premium, like the Ford Escort convertibles. Those, there's a couple of those. And yeah, but the thing is, I lost my train of thought. The thing is, like, those cars which are actually somewhat common, they still demand an absurd premium because they're convertibles. Hey yo, no, welcome! Thank you so much for rejoining as a member of the Con family for 3 months already. We appreciate that. You got one, FB, FC and FD. Keep one, sell one, destroy one. I guess it's gonna be pretty simple, but even you didn't say anything about what they were, that's just really general. Just keep the FD, sell the FC, and sorry, but destroy the FB. I like them all, but you know, that's kind of how it is. If you put me in that situation, then I have to do it that way. Yeah, destroying none will be a good option, but it's not part of the game. The rules of the game says that you have to destroy one car. So we'll just assume the FB that I destroyed is a rust bucket. It's not a pristine example like this thing. And the FC that I sell, it's a convertible automatic, naturally aspirated. And the FD that I keep is actually a turbo manual in yellow, in sunburst yellow. Final lap, by the way. Oh. Ah, it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be. It was a GTI. Ah. I guess I stand corrected. The Golf was a GTI. I couldn't drop below 136 though. Tragic. Gee, it was that easy to earn money. And the price card that I can also sell because I don't need it. Oh, Supra. Inline 6. Nickel sold this for a pretty penny too. And then I got this thing today. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. The other option was a rally car. We don't want one of those. I love having cars that I'm not really gonna use. This is probably an attainable option though. I will like one of these. I will adore one of these. Yeah, and there's no way that's inline 6. Yeah, the specs are wrong. Yeah, they were inline 4s. I actually got one of 3 of these things. Oh, why? Why? I don't want to get into that. 1, 2, 3. Get. God, I feel dirty now. Yeah, home sweet home. What else there is to do, really, for them? Yeah, we're getting close to completing this, really. Now this. GT World Championship. And a couple of endurance races. 3 endurance races, which are pretty hard. So I'll need to modify the car. Alright, everyone. We had a lot of fun today, and I want to thank you all for joining me. But it's time to wrap things up. If you haven't left a like on this stream, now is your last chance to do so. And if you're new around here, it will be good if you subscribe, because there's always streams and things going on in this channel, so it will be good to keep you around if you have enjoyed this content. And if you really like this content and you want to help me out, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. You'll get early access to my videos if you want to help me out, so there's that. And for now, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you all for joining me. I hope we all start your week nicely. And I'm going to get back to work and start writing the next video. So take care and bye for now.